Ever find yourself holding onto something small, like a ticket stub or a faded photo, and suddenly you're flooded with memories?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
these little objects can hold so much meaning, especially when they remind us of people we love who might be far away. And that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Oh, interesting.
We're taking a deep dive into a classic Chinese poem called Love Seeds by Wang Wei. It's all about love, longing, and how we find ways to stay connected across distance.
A classic for a reason. It's amazing how a poem written centuries ago can still resonate so strongly today.
Exactly. And what's fascinating is how this poem,
Love seeds, right?
yeah, Love Seeds by Wang Wei, it captures all these complex emotions with such simple, everyday imagery.
Yeah, the imagery is so striking.
Okay, so the poem starts with these lines, and I'm curious to hear your take on them. Red beans grow in southern lands. In springtime, how many sprout? So first off, why red beans? What's the significance there?
Right, so in Chinese culture, red beans have this deep symbolic meaning. They're not just any beans. They're tied to love, affection, and yeah, that longing for someone far away.
Hmm. Interesting.
Think about it, the color red. It's the color of the heart, of deep emotion, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And then you have springtime, a time when everything is blooming anew, bursting with life. It's like a reminder of what's missing when someone you love is gone.
It's like the poem is painting this vivid picture with just a few words. So you're saying that even something as small and seemingly insignificant as a single bean can carry all this weight of emotion, all this longing.
Absolutely. And I think what's really interesting is how the poem doesn't just dwell on the sadness of longing. Instead, it shifts to action. Take a look at the final lines. Gather them till you have your fill. These best express a lover's heart.
Gather them till you have your fill. It's almost like practical advice, right?
It is. It's like Wang Wei is saying, hey, instead of just sitting around pining for someone, do something. Take action. Gathering the beans becomes this metaphor, like collecting photographs or letters or any object that makes you think of the person you miss. Each bean is this tiny piece of their memory, something tangible you can hold on to.
That's such a beautiful way to think about it. And during the Tang Dynasty, when this poem was written, travel wasn't easy. I imagine those separations were even more powerful, right?
Oh, absolutely. The Tang Dynasty was this time of incredible cultural exchange, but yeah, those distances were vast. For someone far from home, a simple red bean could have been this powerful reminder of the people and places they loved.
It's like those red beans were more than just beans. They were these little vessels of love and connection.
Precisely.
So what does this all mean for us today? We might not be sending red beans across continents, but we all have those objects, those red beans in our own lives, don't we?
100%. Think about it. What are those things for you? An old t-shirt that still smells like someone you love? A playlist that takes you back to a special moment? These are our modern-day red beans.
Yeah. They're those objects that have the power to instantly transport us back to a cherished memory, a feeling, a connection with someone, even when they're miles away.
Right, and it makes you think, what will our red beans be for future generations? What will people point to 100 years from now and say, those were so representative of love and connection in the 2020s?
It's a really interesting question to think about. For now, though, we can find comfort in knowing that these small tokens of love and longing, these red beans of our lives, they still hold incredible power. They remind us that even in our fast-paced digital world, these simple, tangible connections still mean the world.
I think that's a beautiful sentiment to end on.
Me too. So listeners, take a moment to consider, what are your red beans? What objects hold the most meaning in your life, and why?